Hi everyone, it's me again, and I'm coming today with the altar bell. Now, the altar bell is used to denote different sections of a ritual, and it is also used sometimes when people invite the spirits in. When the spirit is there, they tend to ring the bell to let other people know, and as part of the ritual. Now, when choosing an altar bell, you should, of course, normally choose one based on the sound that it makes, and of course, there are different sounds and shapes of altar bells. I do have a little small one from my traveling altar, and I do have a rather large one. Now, these happen to be store-bought, and these are actually bought online, so I wasn't able to test out their sound before buying them, but if you can, then I recommend doing that. I just relied that I would get the right type of bells, and they actually did work out really nicely that the right type of bells ended up coming into me in the right type of sound. Now, because I tend to work with the elements, I just bought a certain amount of bells, and then I just rang them over and over and over again to make sure that the when I was thinking of a certain element, that sound kind of corresponded with the element that I was thinking of, and it just worked out really nice. Most people I know just didn't have one bell, but like I said, since I work with the elements, I just bought 5 different sorts of bells and just rang them just to see exactly which kind would work for me, and even the shape kind of helps me figure out which one kind of belongs for where. Um, it's not a tool I think it's most used a whole lot. It's mentioned in some places. Some people have and some people don't. Of course, you should just go with whatever you feel is best. And for my next video on how to make one, I'm not going to show you exactly how to make one because I don't really know, but I can show you how to decorate one if you've never worked with metal primer, if you haven't seen in my other video for the athame on how to do that. So if you have any questions or concerns or any comments, you can always leave them on my space. And thanks. Okay, now the first thing that you would do is you would get your metal primer and make sure that you shake it up pretty good, like that. And after that, you make sure, or before that, make sure to wash and dry your bells very thoroughly so that way you get any grease, grime, and dust off of it, and that way the metal primer will adhere better to it. And then, of course, get the paintbrush that you're going to need for whichever size bell that you have or whatever section you're going to paint. And I'm going to paint this one, and it has a, I don't know if you can see it, but a kind of pull right there in the middle, and I'm just going to paint that. I'm going to take this small one and, of course, dip it into some water first and dry that off. And then, of course, right into the metal primer. And be very careful with it. And then just paint right where you want the primer to go. And the primer comes out white, so that way you can see where you're going. It's not a clear type stuff, so that way you don't know what you're doing. And just make sure you coat it pretty well, like that. And then when you're done, it actually coats it, just like that. And then I'm going to get the chemical. And remember to paint in a well-ventilated area because this stuff is pretty smelly. And you just paint it just like that. And then you let these dry for about an hour so that way you can set and adhere. And there's another one on the other side that I'm going to do. And there you go. And then you just let that sit. And that's all you pretty much do. And like I said, I have 5 bells. So I actually am just going to just paint the sections that I want, and then I'll come back to you with some painting. And I've already pre-painted some of them, as you can see. And um, all I'm going to do is just run some ribbon through here, so that way it'll be a lot easier for me to pick these up and wing them rather than having to go like that. I can just take the ribbon and shake them just like that. Alrighty, my next video will probably be on how to make a broom. Okay, so now that your metal primer has dried, you just go ahead and paint it. Just like this. Oops, sorry, I can't see me pull it down. Just like that. And as you can see with the metal primer on there, it just stays much better than if you just do like that. And as you can see right here, maybe not, the metal primer helps the paint to stick much better than if you just were to paint it outright. You'd be there forever just painting it just like that. And you would just go ahead and paint as many bells, or however you want your bells to be painted, around just like that. And then when you're done, you can edge it up just a little bit to make it a little bit neater. And then you would go ahead and you would varnish it, and then you would just have a finished bell, kind of like these. And I just went ahead and put some string right through them, so that way you can ring them a lot easier, or pick them up a little bit easier, and then ring them just like that, and go like just like that. Alrighty, so in my next video I'll be showing you how to make a broom.